Hi, I'm Dan. This is Mel from AdventuresOfMel.com. Tonight we're going to show you a quick way to make some chicken noodle soup. So I've been making chicken noodle soup over the years, just throwing stuff together. That's kind of my style of cooking. I'm not a big fan of measuring things, so it's more of, size by sight. So I guess we'll get started. So quick ingredient list, you're going to want some onion. Generally I'll start with half a large onion. A good size, roughly the same size amount of carrots. Got them peeled and cut up in smaller lengths for cutting. Roughly the same size of celery sticks. So, and you're going to want, some sort of noodle. These are an egg noodle. Roughly 6 to 8 ounces of noodles. 3 tablespoons of butter. 2 to 3, maybe 4 cloves of garlic, depending on what you want. Sometimes I throw a little bit of celery seed or celery salt in, depending on the taste. You'll also want 4 cups of chicken broth, whether it's pre-made chicken broth or you cook the chicken all day in a slow cooker and made your own broth. Tonight I'm just using a simple chicken bouillon. I got 4 cups over on the stove. We're going to use our Instant Pot pressure cooker to start this off. I generally start with sauteing it, turning on the saute, getting it warm, and throw in the butter. And then chop up your vegetables to whatever consistency you like. So I like mine kind of chopped.
I like them minced.
Fine to coarse.
This because it seems like it's the middle of flu season and it seems like everyone and their brother is sick right now. Friends online, friends in town. Anytime you go to the store, everybody's hacking up a lung. So this is one of our favorite things to make when we have the flu or we have colds. It's nutritious, it's healthy, and it's replenishing somehow. I don't know, it tastes really good when you're sick.
I like it because it's delicious. So carrots are the same way for me. I like to cut them up in smaller pieces.
Usually we'll have things on hand to go with the soup, like crackers, or sometimes we might have some bread rolls, homemade or even store-bought. It just depends. Something that we can either soak up the soup with or add to our soup for a little bit more oomph or whatever.
A good salad goes along well with it as well.
Usually when you're sick, you don't feel like eating salad.
Everyone likes salad when they're sick.
You could even make this and you could stick it in the freezer. So I know we've gotten out of buying, we used to buy a lot of canned soup, but we don't anymore. We never buy it. We bought it once in the last, it's been over a year, I think, and it just didn't taste very good to us because we hadn't had it in so long, and honestly, we couldn't stand it. So we've been making homemade soup ever since because it really doesn't take a lot to make homemade soup. It's not expensive and it's not hard. And this is something you could make ahead of time and stick it in the freezer so you have it if your family does get hit with sickness. makes it nice because you can make it pretty easily. Celery in here with his carrots and onions. Got it all chopped up. It's gonna add a lot of flavor to the soup.
And you can put it in there, put all that stuff in there if you want. So throw in your garlic cloves. And I'm gonna get to cutting up some chicken quick. So I like to cut my chicken in a little thinner. Take a chicken breast. This is roughly, probably close to a pound.
I'm gonna turn this around so you can see it. This has become one of our, pretty much an everyday tool that we use for cooking now.
I've been using it quite a bit.
We bought it during the craze. Everybody was, I think it was right around Black Friday. The Instant Pots were on sale and everybody was raving about them. So we're like, well, what is this thing? We need to see what this is. And it was a really good price, so we bought it and we use it almost every day. We use it to make baby food.
That's what I was pretty excited about with it. Because I can pressure cook and steam the baby food at the food that I make, turn it into food for the baby. So So we're going to pretend that's been sauteing for a little bit. So, and then you'll throw your chicken in with it.
Stir it all up good.
You don't want to, saute it till things are, your vegetables saute till they're fairly, not as crisp as a fresh vegetable, but to whatever consistency you want. They're gonna cook when you put the lid on. You want to cook the chicken a little bit. The next step is to put your broth in. It makes it a little quicker if you have your broth on the stove, ready to go.
So how much broth do you need?
It's roughly about 4 cups. The amounts that I got, 4 cups works pretty good with it. So you're going to throw your noodles in. Stir that up all real good.
How long should they let it cook before they put the noodles in, or should they put them in right away?
You're going to saute your, probably 4 or 5 minutes on your vegetables. Probably another 3 or 4 minutes on your chicken. It's not to cook your chicken, it's just to kind of infuse some of that vegetable flavor into the chicken a little bit. But then once you throw your broth in, throw your noodles in, you're pretty much ready to go on it. So I'm gonna take and put the lid on, and then you're gonna want to set this, go off saute, and I like to use the manual side of the pressure cooker, but generally if everything's warmed up beforehand, you've sauteed it long enough, 10 to 15 minutes of pressure cooking, and then let it sit for 10 minutes afterwards under pressure to cool down, and you've pretty much got a pot of soup ready. So now beforehand, I went ahead and already made some of this up since we didn't want to leave you here for 20 minutes and listen to us babble on or talk to each other. And if you want me to, I can do that next time. But, so, I got myself out a nice bowl of soup already. I don't know if you can see, I'll let you see it here. It comes out pretty nice. So, we used an egg noodle on this and made it good. It's delicious. So, oh, the celery, excuse me.
Oh yeah, you forgot that.
So a little bit of celery salt. I like that in my chicken noodle soup. Sprinkle a little on top and grab your man-sized bowl. Not the little wimpy bowl like she has, and
it's pretty.
to town you go.
It's pretty.
Pretty doesn't do you nothing when you're
And
starving.
it doesn't burn my hands because it doesn't get so hot on the outside. So that's one nice thing about
So, I hope you guys enjoy. If you have any questions, leave a comment. We'll answer you back.
And as far as next week's episode, we're going to be making our favorite chocolate chip cookies. It's been a really popular recipe on my blog for a while. So we're going to show you how to make those, and we're going to give you some secrets and tips to making them perfectly chewy in the middle and then a little bit crunchy on the outside. So join us next week. It'll be next Thursday, probably between 6 and 6:30, same time. So we'll see you then.
Hope you guys enjoy.